Did you miss me? Well, I'd be lying if I said I didn't miss you too. You look so tired. Oh, I'm sorry. It's been a rough week at work. And you figured the vampire could help you relax and take care of you. It looks like you're still in your work uniform. You're on lunch. How long is your lunch? 30 minutes? Well, come in. Let me help you relax. I actually just got a new book. I love the smell of new pages. Just like that, I love the smell of you. Makes me quite hungry. But fortunately for you, my dear, you're the only human that I could ever spare. I like that you no longer fear me. I can tell you love my company as much as I love yours. So what do you say that I read a few pages out of the book for you? You'd like that? Alright, well go ahead and lay down and make yourself comfortable. And I shall read for you. The book, 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 the book. The book is called Nocturne. Nocturne. Nocturne like me. Nocturne. It's about newly transformed werewolves. I have a few werewolves that are my best friends. Alright, well, let's get started in reading this. Chapter 1. Chapter 1. Claire's human form offered no protection from the chill on the moonlit clearing. She shivered as the early October breeze licked at her arms and cheeks. Wrapping her arms around herself, she stared across the circle, wishing her mother would hurry up and start the ceremony. A tangle of piled branches waited in the center of the pack, and 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 the center of the pack. Marie kneeled down in front of it and leaned in, the mist of her breath kissing the outermost tips of the twigs. Claire's mother closed her eyes, focusing. The graceful lines of her body tensed for an instant, and then it was over. The fire ignited with a roar, pulled into existence by the force of Marie's will. The light and heat spread through the clearing, changing the texture of the air. The photos crackled with power. It was as though the fire had woven threads of lightning, tying the members of the pack together, linking them to something larger than themselves. As the flames grew, the feeling intensified, humming along Claire's skin, whispering to her about the things she could do, begging her to become a wolf. The pack stood in a circle around the fire, all of them silent, waiting. The flames leapt before them, the trees towered behind them, and the full moon shone down from above. Everything was ready for their transformation. Marie raised her arms, and with her voice full of the authority that came with being the pack's alpha, she began to chant. She called each of their names, and Claire shifted from foot to foot, aching for the warmth of her fur. As she edged closer to the fire, Claire noticed Judith staring at her. She quickly turned her attention to the back of her mother, but kept Judith in her peripheral vision. From her spot next to Marie, Judith regarded Claire with narrowed, judging eyes. Claire forced herself not to raise the "what's your problem" eyebrow, and kept her attention trained on her mother. The chant was almost over anyway. Anticipation tugged at Claire as Marie called her name. This was only her second full moon ceremony since she completed her transformation. But every second she spent in the woods, every time she looked at the moon hanging in the sky, like an ever-changing jewel, she loved it more. There were no secrets in the woods the way there were in her human life. Human life. I remember my human life. It was rather quite beautiful. I did a lot of things. I've seen many places. And now I'm kind of trapped in my castle. But, I wouldn't change being a vampire for the world. But yeah, that's another story we shall talk about next time. My human life. I also got many photo albums that I can show you of when I was a human. Alright. There were no secrets in the woods. They were there. I messed up my line. There were no secrets in the woods the way there were in her human life. There was just the pack and the ceremonies and the hunt. Marie lowered her arms, and now it is time. You may transform. Alright, well, we should stop there. I packed you a lunch, a human lunch, to take with you. Thank you for visiting me on your lunch. Did you like the book? You did? Alright, until next time.